Do you think your law degree or your background prepared you well for being a CEO?
Definitely.
How
So
so?
I tell women, if they don't know what to do and they're gearing towards law, take law. Why? Because it allows you to be not intimidated by words, by contracts, even anybody. Why? Because in law, you are grounded by professors. You have to study hard. When you stand up and you don't know anything, what an embarrassment. So you study hard. So all of that is very good training for a woman who probably doesn't know what to do.
So talk about the book. I'm going to start with, it's interesting you call your husband Mr. Lewis. So is that a sign of respect or is it?
Yes, when he was at Paul Weiss, all of the white lawyers, associates, Mr. Corman, Mr. Goldberg, Mr. Slattery. But with him, Reggie, you don't call me Reggie. Call me Mr. Lewis. And so for the public, he should be Mr. Lewis. For family, of course, he's called Reggie. And for his colleagues, I call him RFL.
What was the message of why should white guys have all the fun? Since you were
Yes.
really the spiritual guide behind that book.
Yes. I wanted it to be published because I want to know that here was a man of humble beginnings. His mother left his father when he was 5, but he had ambition. He was ready to work hard. And he knew how to get it done. So everyone who has read the book and knows, they know that I am Mrs. Lewis. Oh, I read the book. I changed my life. I read the book. I aim for the top. I read the book and look at where I am now. So I knew that would be the impact of this book. That's why I was very, very intent that it be published, and it was.
And what made you decide to do your own version of this?
Well, Catherine Graham, who inherited her husband's business and ran it very well, came out with her autobiography when she was 75. So when I was nearing 75, I'll have to finish this. I didn't. And then I'm nearing 80. I said, Blair, you wrote Mr. Lewis' book, half of my life. Let's do my book. And that's why I named it, Why Should Guys Have All the Fun? And I'm turned 80.
Well, it's amazing. And how did you find the experience of doing your own story versus your husband's story? Was it as easy?
Well, no. First, when I asked Blair Walker, all right, Loida, blah, 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 meaning asking me questions. And then I would say,
This
yes.
is the collaborator.
That's the collaborator. Right. He's my co-writer. So I was telling him in words, etc., what happened. And then the pandemic happened. I couldn't write. During the pandemic, I couldn't write. And then
why not?
A year ago, I don't know. It's just something that, I guess, I don't know. I couldn't write. Then, when it was nearly a year before, I was 79. I said, Blair, I've got to finish this. I will ask Wiley, that produced my husband's book, to do it for me. And they said yes. So they paid me half, meaning to said, for my copyright. And that really was what encouraged me. Why? Because if I don't finish the book, I'll have to return the money. I mean, that's like, what? I said I will finish.
You do what you say. And
that's right.